Hi color kids, this is Katie Carty Hiley from RainbowBrite.net. Welcome back to the Rainbow Land Museum and to another merch haul, because I have a lot of stuff. Okay, so I showed you the stuff that I purchased and a couple of things that my friend Michael sent me. I have a new friend, Janine from the UK. We met on my Facebook page. She asked me if I had a particular button, like this kind of button, but a larger one, that was one that I think was specific to the UK, and she was just asking me if I have one, and I was like, no, actually I don't. I love the old buttons though, they're super cute, but you know, it's hard to get some stuff from the UK, or it's rare, it's harder to come across, whatever. But we were just talking about it, and then she sent me a message and said, hey, I would like to send you this button. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. Oh, okay. If you want to, thank you. So she sent the button, and then she started asking me what other things from the UK I didn't have, and I was like, well, here's like a link to my list of stuff that I do have, but there's some things I just don't have because I don't know I don't have them, because I don't know they exist type things, or some stuff I've just given up on finding because they're always too expensive or can't, you know, they won't ship them to the US. It can be an ordeal sometimes, buying things from Europe. So I just hadn't been trying lately, but she was like, well, let me see if I can help you out. And she proceeded to help me out a lot. So Janine, this video is for you, girl. Oh my goodness. She's like my new benefactor for the Rainbow Land Museum, and it's just, she loves the museum and she wanted to contribute to it. And she's clearly a very, very, very nice person. So thank you. Virtual hug. I'm going to show you some of the stuff she sent me. This is amazing. Okay, so actually, what's funny though, the first button that she sent never actually arrived. I think it got lost in the mail. I mean, we're hoping it's going to show up at some point, but it's been a while, and other stuff has arrived that she sent after that, so it might have gotten lost. Although she found another one. See, again, she's not just about sending me easy stuff. Like, she finds something that's rare or is hard to find, and then she like goes to the trouble of finding it or finding another one of it when the person gets lost, and then she sends me that. And girl, you're amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna be saying thank you a lot, but I mean it every time. So these buttons, though, they were shipped with the packages. She sent me with some other things. So these are adorable. If I had any vintage buttons, is maybe one or two. I'd have to look. Yeah, I'm not sure I had vintage buttons before getting, you know, these like 100 or something of the little ones from that one shop. And now I have these from the UK, which I imagine are UK specific. They just say, you know, 1983 Hallmark, but yeah, probably UK exclusive item here. So, oh my gosh. Awesome. And that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Okay. So then she asked me if I had this particular mug, which I did not. And I've always loved the UK mugs, but again, it's like, oh, hard to find, or expensive, or shipping, or they won't ship, or whatever the case may be. Not only did she find the mug, actually there's two. She found both UK mugs for me, you guys. Okay. Not only did she find both UK mugs, she found one still in the box. And she got it for me, because she's amazing. Now, I have to show this because for several reasons. The mug itself is adorable. It's like, Twink is like playing jump rope, and Rainbow is holding the jump rope on one side. And I don't want to potentially mess up the box to take it out, but there are pictures on my website of this mug, because I had seen it before in other people's collections or on eBay or whatever. So I had pictures of it, I just didn't own it. But you can look that up on RainbowBrite.net under the collectibles miscellaneous in the dishes. I'm telling you exactly where to go, because I know it's my website. But anyway. Under the dishes, you'll find the mugs. So you'll see the rest of the pictures of this one. But it's really hard to find them still in the box, and I have to show you this amazing box. So the top is just like, it's a gift to and from. You could fill out with the logo. And you see Buddy Blue here on the front, and it just gets cuter the more you go around. And yeah, okay, there's nothing on the bottom. I wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving anything off. I'm going to show you the sides first, and then the back, because the back is like the main event. It's amazing. But look how cute that is. I do it stretches. And here we go. I mean, since it's already jump rope related, look who's on the back. Tickle Pink. Oh my goodness. Like, you guys know how rare it is for her to be featured on anything at all, but especially anything vintage. And over in the UK, they were doing it right. Look at this. Look at this. It's so cute. I'm going to try to scan this, because it's so cute. All of these images are amazing. And the mug itself, of course, is too. But yeah, it's adorable. It's wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Then she got me a couple of these, I forget what you call them. I think, I'll show you just how one works, where you squeeze it and their arms open and you can like clasp it to something. So these are actually knockoffs. These are not official Hallmark products, but they made so many of them back in the day that I see them on eBay a lot. And so a lot of people just assume that they are official when they're not. But, and she knew full well. I told her, I was like, actually those are just knockoffs. They look, they look official, but they're not. But yeah, they're cute. And she got them for me anyway. She's like, I know they're knockoffs, but they're cute and you need to have a couple of them. So I have them now. And actually, again, they do look pretty official, so I can see why people would be confused. The main giveaway to me is just the colors of their legs, because they're not what they typically would be. And she has, like on her outfit, it's more red than blue, and she's got these rainbow stripes around. But she has this star on her cheek and everything. I mean, it's blue instead of purple, and she's got freckles. I love that. The little red bow. So there's some differences, obviously, and there's no Hallmark tags on these guys. But yeah, so you press the back of her arms, and her hands open up, and you can like clasp her to stuff. Same with this guy. Give you a finger hug. And I remember having stuff like this as a kid, like not Rainbow Brite related, but just other little figures that would clasp to things, and I've always thought they were cute. And like, yes, the stars, I mean, they did a darn good job for knockoffs. Either way, I love them. Thank you! She's saying that a lot. Oh, I meant to show you the other mug while I was here. Okay, so I told you there were two mugs from the UK. Here's the other one. And it's so cute! I love their handles. They're differently shaped than most mug handles. That's one thing that sets them apart. And I've always thought that was unique and cool. So, and it's in perfect condition. Like, this has clearly never been used. It's immaculate. It's wonderful. And it's like textured a little bit. I don't know if you can tell from the light hitting it, but you can actually feel the design on, it's on both of these. Let me double check the other one. Yeah, on both of them. They're made the same way. I think from the same company. It's upside down. Well, maybe not. This is Kiln Craft from Stratfordshire, England. And this one is St. Michael, Marks and Spencer, Baker Street, London, England. So it's actually, yeah, this is two different companies that made these. But I think she said that those were like pretty well-known companies in the UK. At least back then. I don't know if they still are. But again, super cute. Thank you. This is a sticker. Little indigo with her little Hammy Sprite. I've seen a lot of these, I think, on German eBay, I feel like. I'm not sure how, actually, yeah, this is not her English name, Nina Nachtingall. I'm pretty sure that is her German name. So I don't know how these were distributed in Germany. Like, I don't think there was there was a German sticker book, but I don't know if it had places for stickers of dolls. I don't know. If any of you know where the doll stickers especially came from, let me know, because this might be the first one that I actually have. again, I've seen them online a million times. I never could get one. And now I have one. Thank you! And a card. And this is super cute. I know I've seen this before. I don't think I owned it. But even if I did, this one's in probably better condition. But it's an Easter card. Just for you. Rainbow Brite friends to punch out and play with. So yeah, it's a punch out card. You can see there's like a border around her. Yeah, it's like perforated. So you can punch these out and make little stands and they'll stand up. But the artwork is so cute. How adorable is this? I'm almost certain I've used images from this for Easter, just on social media, like, Happy Easter, everybody! Because, I mean, look how adorable these pieces of art are. They're precious. They're perfect. And obviously I'm not going to punch out any of these. But on the back, you can see there's like green, so you can, I guess that's for the stand, so that they look good once they're punched out. But I would never, how dare you punch out these beautiful pieces of art. So cute. So thank you. Okay, so that's one set of things. But we're not done yet. So she also found me a puzzle that I did not have. I have a puzzle like this. It's the same design, but it's I forget how many pieces. It's not 64. I think it's like 32. So it's a smaller, or even if it's not smaller in diameter, maybe it's bigger pieces. Whatever the case. Differently made puzzle. But this one's a Waddington puzzle. And I have 2 or 3 others of this brand from the UK that are 64-piece puzzles, but I did not have this one. So now I do. Thank you! Also, she sent me a tapestry set. Now I think again, I had seen a picture of this before, but it's pretty rare. These are not something that you commonly come across, but it's like, yeah. I haven't actually looked at the instructions, but it kind of reminds me of cross stitch, but not really. I think it's simpler than that. Right, okay, so this is the same company that makes the stencil set, the lacing set, and then the tapestry. Oh wait, and papercraft. Oh, Spears Games. Okay, sorry. I'm getting this all confused. Excuse me. So Spears Games made these. Yeah, it does say England on it. J.W. Spear and Sons, Enfield. I think that's probably short for Middlesex, England. And I know I have the lacing one. I can't remember if I have the stencil one or the paper one. I'm gonna have to look again. Like, literally, it was so funny. She was asking me if I had some of this stuff, and I was like, hang on, gotta go roam through the museum and look, because I'm not sure. I mean, I have my PDF that I update every time I get new stuff, or at least I update it in batches, so I don't update it with every item, or I'd just be constantly. But, you know, every month or two when I get new stuff, I'll just add a bunch, add it to the total at the bottom, so I know how many items I actually have. So some of this I can look up, like, and I looked for the word tapestry and it was nowhere. But yeah, and again, it would probably say in my PDF if I had searched for stencil, if I have the stenciling set, that should be listed there. But yeah, there's the list of the other ones that this company made for Rainbow Brite. But I definitely did not have the tapestry set, and I think it's one of the more rare ones. So this is amazing. Thank you! Let me set these here for the moment. And then we've got some paper products here. So, okay. This first thing I had seen before, but again, just never was able to get it. This is a sketch pad. So the only thing that has artwork on it is the cover, but it's really cute artwork. It's adorable. And then it's just got paper in it that you can draw on. And she's like holding, you know, colored pencils and little sprites are drawing with them. And I love that. And on the back, it's 1984 Hallmark cards, copyright Stationery Unlimited, Royston. don't know what Hertz is short for. Hertfordshire, maybe? England? I don't know the towns in England that well, but that sounds like an English town to me. All the UK people are like, what are you talking about, Katie? Hertfordshire is not a place. But if I'm right, then I don't know. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. But that's, yeah, where this is manufactured. It's adorable. Okay, thank you. And then these are amazing. Actually, let me leave these for last. Because, yeah, only one other item. This is a cassette and book holder, I think. I'm so sorry, you guys. I think it's meant to hold the read-along cassette books and the actual cassettes. Yeah, there's a larger spot for the books that are, you know, square shaped, and then spaces over to the right or left. I don't know my directions today. Where cassettes would fit in. It's got little grooves for them. So how cool is that? And again, I think I had seen a picture of this, but I didn't know how big it was. Once I got it, I'm like, oh, that's a sizable chunk of merchandise, and it's like heavy duty. It's really well made. 1983 Hallmark cards. This, I don't see where actually it was, unless it was inside. I missed it. Yeah, this one doesn't actually say the company that made it, but I know it's a UK or British, you know, product. That's the only place I've ever seen it is on British eBay. And the artwork is just slightly different, which, for whatever reason, it's like in the UK they redrew the art when they would use it on things. They wouldn't just copy paste, use the exact same art. It would be very similar poses or similar pictures, but they would kind of redraw it or add their own coloring to it. It's always interesting when I see stuff from the UK. It's like, ooh, that's a cool take on whoever or whatever, and this is so cute, and oh, I love it. Thank you! And then, so these, and it turned out to be this big mystery, and she still is kind of trying to figure out the history of these things. So, okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. They're these Fun Time magazines, and I have here numbers 6, 8, 20, 21, 35, wait, is that the number? Or is that the price? Okay, these last two are not numbered. I was about to say 35, I'm like, no, that's 35 pence. Well, that's funny. Okay, that might tell me the number, because on the back it says, look for number blah 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 coming out, and so, or not. Okay, these two, oh yeah, here, these two say it. So number 8 says, look out for Fun Time number 9 on sale Wednesday, September 3rd. So this one says, look out for number 8, so this must be number 7. Let me put it in the right order. And this one says, look out for number 24, so it must be number 23. Okay, so yeah, that stays at the end. Oh, there's the 23. It was just in yellow, and apparently I'm colorblind today, and no, it's like white on yellow, so that was not easy to see at all. I still don't see a 7 on this one, though, anywhere. That's really funny. But anyway, these are not strictly Rainbow Brite comics or magazines or whatever these are, but there are Rainbow Brite drawings and so forth in them. Let me find one. So it's Rainbow Brite and a bunch of other properties, which is so funny to see. Where are you, Rainbow? I know you're in here. Not too far. Well, did I miss it? Where are you? But all of these have some Rainbow Brite. There it is, yep. I flipped right past that page. There's something Rainbow Brite in them, like this. Like, how cool is that? It's like a coloring page and then a little, what is this? Paste the page onto a thin card and cut it out. Oh, okay, so you can make a little stand-up Murky and Grunge Buggy. Which, and Gloom Cloud. You can even cut out the Gloom Cloud. How adorable is that? And I don't know if I've seen this particular page in a coloring book before. Like, I know I've seen her sitting in that pose, but, like, playing star checkers, apparently, with one of the sprites, and having a Twink poster on her wall. Rainbow Brite literally has a poster of her bestie on her wall. How adorable is that? So each one of these magazines has something Rainbow Brite in it like that, and some have more than others do. But they weren't just sold in the UK, clearly, because it has prices here for Malaysia, Australia, and New Zealand as well. And she went on like a deep dive for Fun Time Comics and tried to find out as much information as she could, and she found out a little, but even the like experts on these things were baffled. They're just like, but those came out later than, or earlier, I think it was later. I think like the main run of the Fun Time things had ended already, and people didn't realize they had continued making them. And I think they said these are like lesser quality than the ones that came before it, so maybe it was towards the end of the life of Fun Time. It doesn't. I was trying to look and see if it said anything about the company in this thing. It really. Oh, here we go. Published fortnightly by IPC Magazines Limited, King's Reach Tower, Stamford Street, London. Sole agents: Australia and New Zealand. South Africa, and it has just different places that printed them in those companies. Printed in Great Britain by McCorquodale Magazines Limited. IPC Magazines, 1986. Yeah. Whatever the case, it's a big mystery, and I think she's still trying to dig and find out more, but a lot of people were just like, what? Those exist? So again, this is something really rare that I never would have been able to see. And I think sometimes they just don't even show up under Rainbow Brite searches because they are not just Rainbow Brite magazines, like the German ones, are Regina Regenbogen comic magazines, so they're going to come up under a search for Regina Regenbogen, but this is just Fun Time, and it's got a bunch of different random stuff in it. Like at the back of this one, there's an ad for a Care Bear movie. Care Bears 2. Got an advertisement in there. So yeah, now I have several of them. This is just so cool. Like, it's just, again, small pieces of Rainbow Brite history that I didn't know existed, and are still being brought to light, and it's just, that blows my mind every time it happens, that this many years later, we're still finding stuff that we didn't know exist. It's crazy. So this is something else I'm sure I'll be scanning for my Patreon sponsors. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you want to go to patreon.com/rainbowbritenet, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's where I'm trying to get the German Rainbow Brite comics translated. We've already done several, actually. That is getting done. Not just trying to get it done. It is getting done. We've done several of those. But also, sometimes I'll just scan pages or books like this, especially rare stuff that you can't find anywhere else, and I'll share that with my patrons. And it's like high res and everything. I'm not skimping. I'm giving you the big old, here's the huge file scan. Have fun with it kind of thing. So that's another addition, another reason to become a sponsor if you're thinking about it. But I think that's everything for right now. So, and she still got plans to send me a few more things, I think. So, oh my god, Janine, you're amazing. Thank you so much. So much. Like, so much. I can't thank you enough. This is just, yeah. I have no words. I literally don't have the words to express how grateful I am for all of these wonderful things that you've sent me, just because you like the museum and you want it to be as complete as possible and include stuff from the UK as much as possible. And I've always wanted that too. I've always wanted to be a very international or internationally representative museum, I've never been one to just say, no, I'm only collecting American stuff, because that would just be silly. A lot of the coolest stuff has come from other countries. So I love adding stuff from other countries to the museum anytime I can. And this has been magnificent. So thank you, 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 forever and infinity, and Star Sprinkles, thank you. So I'll show you guys more stuff she sends me once that happens. But for now, I think that's everything I've added to the collection recently. And the next thing I think that's coming is maybe the Coleco game. I need to check on that. I think it's September when they were supposed to start shipping those out to the Kickstarter supporters, which I was. So I think that might be the next thing that I get, but I'm not sure. It might come after the comic, because the comic is coming out October 3rd. That's less than a month away, you guys. I'll wait till another video to show you something else that's Rainbow Brite adjacent. It has to do with the comic. But yeah, that's coming out really soon. So I don't know what the next thing is going to be for me to review and show off, but I know at least there will be more stuff in the UK coming, and I'll show you that along with everything else. So for now, sorry this was long, but I was having too much fun going over all of this wonderful stuff from the UK. So thanks again, Janine. You're amazing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this walk down vintage British memory lane with me with Rainbow Brite, and I hope you have a rainbow day. Bye.